Hello, my name is Kostis Kapelonis. I'm working at Octopus Deploy as a developer advocate. I'm also a member of the Argo team, focusing mainly on Argo CD and Argo rollouts. So today we're at the GitOps breakfast day in Amsterdam in the Magic offices, and we had a meeting today for two parts. The first part was an introduction to GitOps and a survey that we did with practitioners that use GitOps today, a discussion about the survey and the results of the survey. And then the second part was talking about our GitOps certification and how people can sign up and use it in order to learn GitOps and Argo CD. The biggest success is obviously to get people to sign up, so we can see the sign up of the certification. We can also track the time they spend in the lab. So if they get engaged on the lab and it's something that they finish and get the certificate, this is the best case scenario. Sometimes they open a discussion with us, so they have extra questions, or they come to us for support. So even our sales team is happy with this event. But for me, if they sign up and finish the courses, it's the best possible outcome. So the certification is actually 3 courses: the beginner, intermediate, and advanced course. We have a learning system on top that has the courses themselves, and this covers the theory, where students just read text and understand the topic in theory, but then after they understand the theory, they need to create a work lab or a sandbox environment, which is powered by Instruqt. Some people say that they love the labs and they ask for more labs. Some people say that we go into the labs too fast and they want more practice. Usually I try to do 50-50, so at the very least we explain something, and then we need to make sure that whatever is asked, it's already explained, so everybody is happy. But most times I try to make the labs a little more smart, like they have some extra objectives or something that is optional and more advanced. And we see people that enjoy this, and actually some people finish the exercise and then they spend more time in the lab after the exercise is finished, which I always think is a good sign. So success for a lab is when people complain that it's too short and they wanted more things to do in the lab, or that they didn't have enough time to test everything that they wanted to test. Also, one thing that we get from Instruqt is the drop-off metrics, like we want to see how many people started the track and also how many finished not just the track on its whole, but also if they stop at a particular stage. If I have a track with 5 steps and in number 3 there is a huge drop-off, I know that something is wrong. So this is a great way to look at Instruqt metrics and get some feedback for the tracks. No, I'm not using AI tools. I don't think they are ready for this party yet, and especially in our case we want the courses to be opinionated, so usually AI chooses the average case or it describes like the basic scenario. We want to say something to people that is true and authentic from us, and also sometimes we actually explain things that are not written anywhere else, so even the AI doesn't have access to the information that we want to explain. After all, people come to us in order to learn something new, so if it was already written, it wouldn't be new in the first place. I think the best feature of Instruqt is the intermediate checks, where you start a big exercise and you want to see what the student is doing in between the checks, but it needs preparation on your part. Like, you need to explain to Instruqt what needs to be checked. Not all systems are ready to be scripted in such a way that they are available to Instruqt, so spend some time first to understand what are the capabilities of the underlying test or course or platform or system that you're going to use, and then see how you can make it scriptable so that Instruqt can check what needs to be checked. Because the worst experience that a student has is when they start a big track with, let's say, 1 hour, and after 40 minutes they realize that they made a mistake in the first 5 minutes and it's too late and they need to restart. So you need to have intermediate checks in place to understand what the student is doing and understand if they make any mistakes in the beginning. Instruqt offers the capability, but it's your job to write exactly what you need to check in a course. Instruqt is amazing. We have evaluated 3 or 4 other solutions, and always Instruqt came on top, so don't even look at other solutions.